Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life." St. Peter's, I have some news to share with you. First, I am going to have surgery on my right ankle. I wish I could say I injured myself doing something truly heroic, but in fact, it was actually a pretty lame fall skiing 2 Januaries ago. And unfortunately, I have not healed from that. So I would just ask that you would pray for my recovery and that I would recover well, and that the next time you see me, I will likely either be in a splint or a boot and needing one of those knee scooters. The second news I have to share with you is that on June 15th, I will be assigned to a different parish. I will be transferring my assignments to St. Ambrose in Woodbury. And unfortunately, I don't get to share this news with you in person. It has to be through the means that we've come to know and expect in these days. But soon, please God, we will be able to see each other. I just want to say to all of you a very deep thank you for everything. Thank you for your constant kindness to me, for your thoughtfulness, for letting me be part of your lives, and for opening up your homes to me, for opening up your hearts to me. We've laughed together, cried together, sang together, had fun together, and grown together these last 3 years. You've not only let me be a part of your lives, but sometimes part of the most vulnerable part of your lives. I've gotten to be with you at really joyful moments. I've prepared you for marriage and witnessed your big day. I've baptized you or your children. I've taught you. I've also gotten to be with you at really vulnerable, challenging times. I've been with you or a loved one when you're sick or dying. I've buried your loved ones. Sorry. I've worn my heart on my sleeve, as you can tell. I've walked with you during hard times. Amazingly, none of you over these last 3 years have ever gathered a mob together with pitchforks to drive me out. If you were to do that now, if you were planning, it would have to be with 10 people or fewer and at a socially distant distance with your pitchforks. I want to thank, in a particular way, all of the staff of St. Peter's for being patient with me and working with me, for growing with me and helping me to grow. In particular, I'd like to extend a thank you to Father Bodine for taking me under his wing these last 3 years, and in particular for living with me in quarantine for the last 6 or 7 weeks. And we haven't killed each other, so that is a good sign. St. Peter's, we are in difficult times. Times when schools have been closed, businesses shuttered, people out of work, public masses canceled, and people sick, and some have died. And during a time like this, we can often wonder, what is the way? What is the way forward? And with all the news and perhaps competing news and seemingly difficult news to navigate, we can wonder, what is the truth? And with the fear of sickness and death looming large, we can wonder, what is the life? And what Christians discover and what priests are at the service of is that the way, the truth, and the life is not an abstract idea or a vague feeling, but a person, Jesus. God in the flesh, God among us, God with us. And priests, we get the honor and the privilege of being with you in all the moments of life, the ups and the downs, and the ordinary and everyday, to show you, to help you see, to help you experience, to be an instrument of God with you. You see, God wants to be with you in every single moment of your life. And so he calls priests flesh to incarnate that experience so that you can discover in the flesh, touch, smell with deodorant, the closeness of God. This is why one reason why priests can't hear confessions over the phone or video conferencing is because God wants you to hear up close. You're forgiven. In St. Peter's, any time throughout these 3 years that I have helped you come to know that God is in your midst, I am forever grateful. And if I have hindered that in any way, for whatever reason, I am sorry. I won't always be with you, but Jesus will always be with you. He is the way that I hope I helped you walk on. He is the truth I hope I helped you know a little bit more. He is the life I hope I helped you to live. May you always know the way to God, the truth of God, and the life of God. In other words, may you always know Jesus. Thank you, St. Peter's. I love you.